Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt here with Art and Matlock. Today we will be going over the three-quarter view as far as a face structure is concerned. So what we're going to do is just going to go over the basics, just so we can get everything aligned and get a little better understanding for how this works. So what I like to do is we start with a circle. So we'll sketch in a circle, or we can use like a template to get that circle in. From this circle, now what we're going to do is kind of do like a cylinder type of shape. It's kind of going to go off of this right hand side, curve down, and it's going to kind of come across like this, almost like a cone in a way. And then basically your jaw line will rest right around here. So it'll stop and it'll go up and it'll kind of move into the ear. So the ear will lay in this general area here. So there's your ear, sketch that in. This line here, like I said, is more of like a sharper edge. Then it'll curve into that cone shape at the bottom, kind of go up, and then fall into that circle that we originally made. From here, just to get kind of like an eye placement and a nose placement and a mouth placement, what I like to do is I kind of like to draw a line from here. So you draw a line from the right side portion of that circle and then move down into that cone area. So we're going to kind of go into here, right into there. I'll darken that a little bit just so you can see that. Okay, so moving on to eye placement. Now what we're going to do is we're not going to follow the line of our circle. We're going to kind of go across a little bit more than halfway into this full shape. So we're going to go down here and we're going to kind of just sketch like a guideline. So from here, this is our guideline for our eyes. Okay. So now let's move down to where the nose will fall. So the nose will fall about here. So we'll draw like a little curved line just as an indication for a nose. And then the mouth is not going to be too much further down. We're not doing a caricature here for the most part. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw the mouth a little bit underneath the nose here. So we'll just sketch that in. We'll do one little line. And then if you notice from our last video, where we're doing the front view, the three-quarter view, and the side view, we do like a little line underneath that line, just as an indication for the lower portion of that lower lip. We tend to get like a little indent there, so that's what that indicates. As far as the eye placement, the right side eye socket, like I said in the last video, you're not going to see so much of this eye. You'll see more of this eye because this is more in our range of view. So let's just sketch in kind of like a half a circle just to kind of indicate like an eye socket. So that'll indicate that. Now we're going to come over here, the right side. Like I said, we're going to see a little bit more of this. So this circle, we're going to do almost a full circle. It's kind of warped a little bit. It's not actually a circle. It's kind of more of like a how do I explain this? Like an ellipse. So we're going to do that, and that's going to indicate where this eye falls. At the top of our circles, our circular shapes, the eyebrows typically fall. So here, we'll just darken this. We can make like a darker line, like a curve, just to indicate the eyebrow on the right. And we'll go over to, which is technically the right side of his face, but our left, we'll go ahead and do a little curve here, and we'll darken that in. Now we have some eyebrows. All right, so from here, let's do some eyes. Eyes, like I said, you're not going to see much of this eye, so we'll just follow that guideline that we originally sketched in. And depending on your character and ethnicity, etc., you're gonna have different shaped eyes. Some people have like almond-shaped eyes. Some are a little less visible, a little bit more. You could slant them. You could do all types of different things, especially when you're building a character. So we just kind of sketch that in. So that's our eye. We'll go over here, kind of following on our same guideline. Sketch this eye in. If you see, it's kind of like a triangular type of shape in a way. That's how I like to build my character. So that's the eye. Let's go down here to the nose. We'll darken this in. Now your nose can just be a curve where you could put like little nostrils. So basically it's kind of like think of like like a Batman logo or like a wing. So you have like the tip here, kind of comes down, curves in, comes up, curves back in, and then up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of curve this into our brow. So that's what happens there. So that's how we get that so far. Let's go into our lip. Our lip is kind of like, you're going to start with like a U shape because that's the indentation of that top lip. We're going to go off to the right slight, not much. That line's not going to be long because this is where the end of our face is. We're going to see again, more of this side of the face is going to have longer lines. So the actual mouth is going to come out and extend to about midway point. The eye, like I said in the last video, the eye, the center of the eye there. So we'll do that. Our eye is just like a little curve. And like again, we're just doing shapes. So this is kind of like a half of a circle. Here, we're gonna move over to the right side. We're not gonna see a lot of this eye, so we'll do another half circle here. So now we have eyes there, boom, boom. We have our lip, maybe a little crease there. The edge, we'll darken this underside of this lip here. Now, as far as making the lines for this socket, the right side socket, kind of, watch me here, kind of starts from that brow, curves in a little bit, comes out. Now we have more of a cheek. That's our cheek. It'll come out, come down, curve in a little bit. We got our lips, so it's a little bit of a round there. Come in a little bit, chin, round that off. So now we got that. As far as making the eyes, the eyelids, just follow the same curve as the eye. So just go here and just make the same curve as your eye, just out a little further. So you just go on this, following that same line. So you're basically just tracing that line, but it's up a little higher. And then for this side, it's gonna come, let's do a line right here, boom. Now we've got lids. All right. So now let's finish up this head. From this point of the brow, we're gonna kind of curve in a little bit, come back out, round off the head. Now what we could do is, if you feel like his head is too big, we can make adjustments. So you don't have to follow the same exact lines. We can actually cut into here. I can cut into here, there. And the head kind of wraps around right there. Okay. Ears, we'll go in, we'll darken our ear line. Now for my ears, I just like to just kind of indicate, you know, the little folds in it. So we'll follow that line, kind of like that curve there. And what I like to do is kind of do like what's like a backwards 3 in a way. So it's like that, curve in. See, we got our backwards 3 there. So that's boom, right there. It'll come up, it'll kind of like curve in. And then I just do like a little curved line there just to kind of indicate, you know, an ear. So we'll go back in, we'll darken all this, we'll do a little line here for the nose. And then basically that's what we have. Any questions, you know, feel free to reach out to me. There's always different guidelines you could do, like just pretend, like, you know how we do like a sphere. With a sphere, you know how the lines actually round off, that's kind of like what we're doing with the head. So, you know, this is all rounded off. So what we'll do is I'll add these in just to kind of help you out. So rounding. So everything's kind of falling on these curves, on these lines. The mouth is kind of falling here. The center of the eye falls on there. Comes up. Same thing over here. It'll basically curve around. So basically everything curves around. And if we were